Hi guys, thanks for joining me again. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Anne and on my channel I review foreign international content. Today I'm back to review my liberation notes and we are at episode 7 and 8. I'm doing that every week, so if you're watching this show, please join us every week and discuss. I think this is a really fantastic show. The writing is so genius and it's like they're going through it, but the way everything is written is so comical. At the same time, they're going through some really tough stuff, like the sister King John. So first of all, she broke her wrist. My word. The thing is, apparently she's always been very picky when it comes to dating, and finally she's like, okay, I'm gonna stop being picky and I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna tell the guy that I like them. I'm not gonna wait for them to approach me. I can do it. And then she overhears her brother talking with his friend about how it's so hard to date and you get rejected, and then the friend proceeds to tell her brother about this couple that they got into a motorbike accident, and because they both blacked out, could not remember, they somehow thought they were meant to be together. And she goes, you know what? I'm willing to do that. If you guys come and once I talk to him and I get rejected, can you guys come with the motorcycle and hit me so I can fall and look like I blacked out so that the guy can like me? Which was like, it was already a bad idea from the beginning. Even the brother was like, what? Why would you want to do that? But they were like, okay, we'll do it. And then they go to do that. And obviously she is like, oh my gosh, I'm falling. Goes to, break the fall and breaks her wrist. First of all, she's been rejected. She's being rejected by Tae-hoon, who works with her younger sister. And by the way, I have to say, I almost was like, wait, so you talk with each other by text message, you ask her to buy Nirvana record. Why would he not think that there is more going there? The way like he was so stunned when she was like, I like you. He was like, oh, I wasn't thinking that. Like really, it was just, maybe he's that pure. Like if that a girl keeps texting you, how are you? Like you should know there's interest here. Like he's not picking up on the clues. And then I just felt so sorry for her. So she's coming at home crying. The mother's like, why are you crying? And she's like, my arm hurts. First she's been rejected and then now her arm hurts. And I just felt sorry for her. You know what I want to say to her? Like I want to grab her and be like, look, you are overthinking and you are overdoing everything. Like the whole idea about falling in love. And yes, she says she falls in love very quickly. It's like, maybe you need to put the energy on yourself, like work on yourself, because remember, love is supposed to be a cherry on top. It's not supposed to be everything, right? Like people forget that, like almost like if I fall in love, then all of a sudden all my problems go away. No, they don't. If anything, some people bring baggage to a relationship. So if she doesn't figure out her own issues, she's going to end up bringing baggage to another relationship, and then it doesn't work out. And then you're sitting there wondering why it didn't work out. Like she should just focus on herself and be happy with herself. And I bet you love will come along the way. You know how they say, like, if you're working too hard trying to find it, it doesn't show up. And then when you least expect it, it's like right here in front of your face, right? Like boom. So I'm just like, girl, this cannot be the way to fall in love. It's so much work. She's so exhausted. She's talking about it with everybody. All her friends hear about it all day long. Like, relax. Just relax, okay? Like, be a little bit like your sister, by the way. I love her attitude. What's her name? Mi Jung's character with Mr. Gu, where she's like, worship me, right? And it was funny how her sister was like, so do you really worship her? Do you go like, oh, hail Hitler, or oh, hail the greatest one? And it's like, listen, it comes off crazy, but really at the end of it all, worship me means cheer me up, encourage me to be my best self. That's what she said. She says, I didn't ask him out. I asked him to worship me, right? And really what it's coming down to, it's almost like be my friend, be encouraging. And I don't even think they've even explored the whole romantic part yet, but I think we all know it's gonna probably go there. But right now they're just really good friends to each other. I love that he's always waiting for her when she comes out from work. They walk together, and even for him, he seems like he's also getting better. He's not drinking as much. And by the way, when his friends called and they were like, we saw you driving a truck, and then one of the friends was like, he's driving a truck, why would he do that? I'm getting the feeling that Mr. Gu may have been, or maybe is, from maybe a wealthy family, because when they saw him, they were like, we would never think of him driving that. And then they looked more like well-to-do. So I'm like, I cannot wait to find out the story behind Mr. Gu, because I bet you there's something there. And then when he says to her, you know, you ordering me around, like, get me some water, worship me, you have no idea who I am, okay? Like, I could starve you and not even, like, think twice. But here you are, you know, ordering me around and I'm doing it, right? It was just so sweet. I love their relationship and how, like, because they're choosing to, like, worship each other, they're both becoming better people for it. And then their brother, Chang Hee, oh my gosh. First of all, you know, he's a talker and he makes a whole lot of sense. Like when his friend was like, you know what, there needs to be a law so that if people break up with you, you should not hurt someone. Like, you know what, say thank you for liking me, but I cannot like you because I like somebody else. Like the government should make this into a law. And his friend is like, seriously, really? Like the government now should enforce how people break up with you? It is just so hilarious, the conversations that they have back and forth. It's just crazy. He also likes this girl and he knows he may end up getting rejected. And so his friend, Chang Hei, is like, let me get this straight. So you know you're gonna get rejected, but you still wanna go and ask her? He goes, yeah. He goes, you know, shy guys like us, you know, we never, you know, nobody ever takes us seriously. And then I love what he said. My dad is very shy, but clearly he got married and has 3 kids, so he did fine. He did fine, right? And then Chang Hei at work, that one coworker that he works with, she is so discouraging. First of all, she buys that store that he wanted, and then now she wants to manage it. And he was like, no, I'm not. Because he's looking to the, for promotion, and he wants that promotion. And I just love that. Although he talks too much, he tends to be the one, like, it kind of makes sense what he says, you know. When his coworker was like, why would you even bother to apply for that job or the promotion? I think whatever he was looking for, you know, there's so many people applying for that. And I loved his response. He was like, look, my dad, almost like my dad had sperms, and out of those millions, I'm the one who was born. So if that can happen, that it can also happen to me. Who says it couldn't happen to me, right? But she's so discouraging and driving him crazy. I'm feeling like one of these days he's really gonna tell her off, right? But are you still watching? Do you love this? I love this show. The writing is so beautiful. It's genius and it's funny. In the middle of all their heartaches and everything that's going on, it's like the writing is really beautiful. Like, it's very well written. I really love the writing, and the acting is really up to par. Anyway, let me know down below if you're watching it. I'm really enjoying it. And please join me next week when I review episode 9 and 10. And as usual, if you like my video, give me a like, subscribe. It does help to support my channel. Deuces.